Greetings, beings of love. As always, we are grateful when you attend to the matters at hand. We have spoken to you about the time of change and 5D. There is an opportunity here to notice the movement of which you do between 3D, 4D, and 5D. These are dimensions of certain experiences in consciousness. When you are very 3D, you are very much of the physical world. You often let the physical world dictate your thoughts and your experiences. The 4D is emotional and very much about feeling in a big way. And that feeling moves you either up into the 5th or down into the 3rd. There is no judgment about emotions, for they are valuable information. However, when you are more elevated in your positive energies or less attached to how you feel, you move closer to 5D. We would like to bring up, and we have been bringing up with the channel, the idea of losing your teeth. When you're a child, it is important for those teeth to move out of your head so that bigger teeth can arrive. This is a natural process, and in fact, if it doesn't happen, it becomes problematic. For the most part, it's exciting but accepted that you will lose your teeth as a child. The process of growing new teeth can be problematic as well. They may come in as they need to, or there may be problems, as you know, crowding, crookedness, cavities, issues with how the adult teeth come in. This may have something to do with the care of the body and the genetics of the body, or simply just how the soul is expressing itself through the teeth. Now, if you begin to lose your teeth as you are aging, it is problematic. We use this example of teeth because when you are in acceptance that this is just happening, you do not fight it. When you know it is part of your growth process, you attend to it with excitement. When you are young, you lose your teeth and you are excited. There may be pain or struggle or fear involved in that loss, but there is no attachment to those teeth staying as babies. This is how we would like to say you are metaphorically moving into the 5D. It will happen. It must happen. It is part of your evolution and growth process. You will not experience all comfort in this, but it is naturally going to occur. You do not need to force it, but if you attend to it, it will go smoother. If you have excitement, it will go smoother. If you do not expect that the teeth will stay the same, it will go smoother. And when your incarnation into the adult 5D becomes problematic or crooked, or perhaps there's holes or gaps, you tend to it like you would the teeth. You go to those spaces of problem, not as if the tooth or the hole is a problem, but just to solve that particular issue that is keeping you from incarnating with a healthy mouthful of teeth or a healthy 5th dimension. We hope that this metaphor is not too lost on you, as we have considered it deeply of how we might explain attachment to your growth. When we do the transmission, we intend to offer you probabilities and possibilities that extend beyond what you know to be true now. For many of you are like kindergartners, beginning to watch other children lose their teeth and not watching yourself yet. Some of you are like 3rd graders, well along the way to the process of letting things go. Wherever you are, there is no judgment and there is no forcing the process. We ask that you hold true to that as best you can. We are discussing at the moment the topic of transmission, for we feel this time period and this particular topic is very important. We believe we are going to work on your attachment to probabilities. Expectation of outcomes. The channel is attached as well. We are working on releasing her attachment. Let us begin the transmission. We ask that you step into the golden streams of light as we bathe you in possibility. You are in transition, and you may perceive yourself to be further along than you actually are. That is okay. For as our example shows us, a 7-year-old believes themselves to be very big because they have not yet experienced themselves as a 10-year-old. And a 10-year-old experiences themselves as very big because they have not expressed their physical form yet as an 18-year-old. The longer you incarnate, the more expectations you have on what is possible and what is going to incarnate. We would like to soften that so that you may see different probabilities. We go first to your third chakra. This is your sorter. Here we infuse the idea that you can sort out your reality and create new possibilities of unexpected solutions all at the same time. Certain things are guaranteed to happen, and we settle the third chakra down into that so that it may release the need to know or control what is already known. The healing streams allow the energy to soften to the unknown, that is the destiny or the fate of the human experience. Certain things are on your path naturally as the consciousness grows in collective. We would like now for you to understand that we would encourage healthy choices, life-affirming choices into the belly now. As your growth comes into full blossom, you tend to the blossom. Using the teeth metaphor, you take good care of those teeth because you will have them for a very long time, ideally. This next phase of your growth you will have for a very long time, and it will require maintenance. There is no end plan. You will always evolve. Therefore, do not exhaust yourself for trying hard to do so. We put effortlessness into the third chakra, effortlessly evolving and changing, not comparing your growth to others, not comparing yourself to a place you think you should be. There is no shoulds in the fifth dimension. There simply is all things. We infuse now the heart, accepting time as non-linear, accepting that it does not have to be fought with or checked off or boxed off. It is experienced as it chooses to be experienced. You use your time as you use your time. It is always a choice. In the heart, we infuse the idea that time and choice and the probabilities of which could be are all working together as you love things into existence. When you love your evolution versus struggle or fight for it or resist what is, You are capable of much more. We transmit the possibility energies to you now as you begin to expand into your ever knowing nature that you are love. And when you love something, it grows. We would like to infuse some energy into the throat, communicating to you and with you how you may ask the questions that are there for you to have answers. If there is a problem to be solved, do not solve it yourself, for the transmission is allowing you to acknowledge the collective field, the net, if you will, that you are in when you are working with the Light Council or simply the collective consciousness of humanity. Here we begin to communicate with the truths and all possibilities. The reality of which you are living is very different than the reality of someone else on the other side of your planet. However, you are both working with the Earth's vibrations and the Earth's consciousness. You simply are doing it in different ways. You can instantly change your dimensional realities and your probabilities and possibilities by communicating to the net that you would like something different to be there. We are going to offer you a moment to transmit now to the net a request. You can come here at any time with us, and we will amplify your voice on the collective. We would like you to be very careful, not in a dangerous way, but in a intentional, not to control, not to change what is way, to request something new. Now, we ask that you are very intentional and mindful that when you put that request out officially to us and the net, that you release it, that you do not hang on to it or look for it to return to you until it is time for it to do so. And when it is time for it to do so, you will receive it gladly with an open heart and without question. We will pause now for your requests into the net. You have now created a new potential, a new possibility in the collective creation. Thank you for contributing. Every thought you have contributes to this net, and every way you interact with it. What you expect to be there will be there. When you resist, it only hurts you. We ask you now to be in full acceptance of what is, and we will encourage more work to go back and listen to other transmissions on acceptance. This one we would like to term probability of creation. We want to call it that because as we transmit to you, we transmit the remembrance, the design, the desire that there are many millions of ways to experience reality at any given moment. We are grateful to be able to transmit to you this possibility. We are grateful for your expansiveness. We are grateful for your heart and your creativity, for it is very much part of the manifestation process. We also transmit forgiveness to the mistakes of those around you who have mistakenly manifested out of control and fear. You do not have to participate nor judge them. Have compassion for their misguidedness. It's part of the process. We would like to end this transmission as indicated earlier. We will move into meditation space when the channel is ready. We would like to offer a meditation on the mind, for it is also very important in this whole possible manifestation. We end this transmission now, and we have gratitude.